Good morning, everyone. We're continuing here in the laws of KASHRUS of Rabbi Yamin Forst, and we're discussing over here the chiyuv, the obligation, bedikas peros v'yerakos, the obligation that we have to check our fruits and vegetables for bugs. Therefore, someone who wants to eat a fruit, even if you don't see any bugs crawling around on it, however, it's known that when this type of fruit grows in the ground, there are bugs that congregate around it. You have to be concerned that perhaps there are bugs that are in it. And therefore you would not be allowed to eat it unless you check it first. To make sure that there are no bugs there when you're going to take a bite. There is a difference depending on the climate or the country that you are living in. There are fruits that in one country, there might be bugs very often in those fruits. And in other countries, other cities, other states, other parts of the world, you will rarely ever find talayim, you'll rarely find bugs that are there. Therefore, if you are in a place where it is known that bugs are found in those fruits, then even if you come from a town where bugs are not normally found in those fruits, you have an obligation to look and to check and to make sure that there are no talayim, there are no insects or bugs in this particular fruit that you want to eat. If the fruit completely ripened before you, if you already cooked the fruit before you checked it, so let's say you wanted to make boiled apples and you didn't check, or fruit, let's say strawberries, which is a big problem of bugs. Let's say that you ended up cooking the strawberries before you had a chance to check them. You're going to have to ask your local Orthodox rabbi if you're going to be allowed to eat them. He will go based probably upon what happens in that city, in that town, in that country, what kind of fruit it was, and the like. And one more halacha, Yerakos shel kol hamedinos muchzakim liyos b'hem talayim v'yasalecha oisam bli bedika. Vegetables in all countries, basically, he says, are considered that they have bugs, and therefore it's also you're not allowed to eat them unless you check the vegetables. Kamochein, so too. Ale yerakos, the leaves of the vegetables, kamo kruv, for example, like cabbage, v'tered and spinach. You have to check every single leaf by itself, neged or hashemesh, by using the light of the sun or another one of these fancy bug light apparatuses that you could use. Every leaf, meaning irregular vegetables, it sounds like you're saying you have to be in the habit of just taking a look to make sure that there's no bugs that are on the, even your, as we'll see, celery may be more problematic, certain ones, but even your carrots, just take a look to make sure. But when it comes to lettuce, leafy vegetables like that, cabbage, spinach, leafy lettuce, kale and the like, you have to make sure that you check every single leaf under the light to make sure that there's no bugs, because even a small, tiny little bug that you eat whole, whether it's alive or whether it's dead, we said you just transgressed an Isser Deraisa, where it's worth 5 prohibitions. 5 prohibitions, that's a lot. And then in the days of a Beis Hamikdash, in the days where there would be a Sanhedrin, you'd even be Chayiv Malchus, you would be deserving of lashes for doing such a thing. So we have to be very careful, and we'll continue and we'll see how to go through this process of checking in the proper way. Have a wonderful day.